and I've shook hands. But once that door is closed, that's it. I haven't seen any improvement in what the ministers said they would do. So I have set up a foundation, Streetwise Foundation. We have our world champion sitting next to me, who is the global ambassador of that foundation. He's a shining example of the talent that we have in this country. And if invested in properly, fully, we reap the rewards. We make world champions, only if we invest. So the foundation has been set up, and I've asked business associates, friends to donate things from around the world, boxing around the world, equipments and funding, so that we can assist the amateur boxing team and the boxing fraternity in Ghana. We'll be doing as much as we possibly can with Richard at the head. We have had a great response from Libella Entertainment, Richard's sponsors, Richard's promoters, Everlast, Richard's sponsors. I was ARC, who have been sponsoring Richard since he came to the UK with accommodation and funding and everything. Havoc, Sick, who sponsor Richard, they all want to be involved. What we're going to do is we're going to wipe a clean slate, and we are going to start. And if the government and the ministers want to keep giving their money to football, for football to fail and football to break our hearts, so be it. But we will continue in our pursuit to create more world champions, without a shadow of a doubt. And I promise we will make more world champions. So spread the...
In the ring knows exactly what was going on, and you know, when you look at Bertrand, like he really want to be out, but he got to fight. So he was so happy, and his team, I mean his trainer, they were very happy the referee stopped the fight, because you know, that in my head is a tough opponent, so I trained very hard for this fight. And you know, even the round 8 I wasn't expecting, because you know, almost all my fights like ended up a little bit too early, so I wanted to let him have some time, and then 9 and 10, that is why I intend to, you know, go in there and then, you know, do what I had to do. But what was going on, man, the referee had to, because like Mick said earlier on, you know, I mean, a couple of boxers died through a brain injury, and you know, the referees are there to protect the boxers. So you don't want to take too much punishment, and at the end of the day, it turned out to be something else. So I think the referee was right. I mean, his team, they thanked the referee that he did a great job, because even Freddie Roach himself said, like, the punishment that Bertrand was taking was too much. So, I mean, that is that. And I thank God that we both finished the fight without any bad injury to, I mean, both of us. So we thank God for that. And also, yeah, you know, we from Africa, and then we from Africa, especially Ghana. No matter what we do, unless we get to the very, very, very top, before people are gonna recognize what we've done. But if we're doing it, they will never give us the credit we deserve. So, I mean, that is part of it, and we have to take it the way it is. And also, I know many people hasn't really see, you know, it's like anytime I find anyone, because people will always say, yeah, in boxing we always learn, because, I mean, we're humans, we make mistakes, but it depends also the kind of the guy you fighting. That one. Yeah, many people always say, my defense, but it depends on what the person brings to the table. You know, and when I'm fighting someone, I realize that the person, I can take him, or I can always go in there and do what I have to do. Why would I have to let him attack me and try to do my defense? No, many people haven't seen the real me. They haven't seen the best of me, and I think I feel the same way. The best of me is yet to come.
He could have fought him before he fought Errol Spence. There was plenty of time. He chose not to vacate his belt. Secondly, we can only concentrate, Team Commey can only concentrate on what's next. And that's our mandatory. We are contracted to fight our IBF mandatory, which is Teofimo Lopez, by November. Nothing else apart from that is in our minds. If you start thinking too far ahead, you miss what is right in front of you. And then what happens? You fall down. Yeah? So the only person we are thinking about now is Teofimo Lopez. Thank you. Gone without a medal to show for it. A fraction of that money should be given to the amateur boxing team so they can go and compete around the world on a level playing field. I can't, personally, if you know how long it's taken us to reach where Richard is today, it's impossible to keep doing that on one's budget alone. It's impossible. Or what are we saying? We want a world champion every 10 years. Is that what we're accepting? No. We want 1, 2, 3. We want to be competing every single year, not just at one weight, at multiple weights. We want to be playing on a level playing field. I implore you, I beg you,